Okay, it's still... How do I know when I get this? Long rest? Okay. Fuck Tora and fuck Rex. Rex is a little bitch with no emotion. Barry, you have a lot of passion about this. I see you're very stressed out.
So?
Are you okay? Do you like textures? How about when they're not loaded in yet? You like that? This is the Switch. By the way. Hey, levels up. Good for us.
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger than before.
Much stronger. I did see a video of Sky Bennett playing the video game, and when she saw Pyra, even she was laughing at her clothes. Is that the voice actress?
Have a restful sleep.
Because people keep mentioning that.
Nice cat nap.
It was okay. One of these days, we're gonna be ending the stream while she's streaming, and we're gonna rate her. It's gonna be great. One of these days. Hello, heart to heart.
We're back here. This is where my whole adventure with Rex really began.
Oh, right. This must be the spot where you and Rex washed up.
Though we only made it here thanks to Gramps' efforts.
And those efforts are the reason I'm like this now.
Well, if you stayed that big, you couldn't exactly travel with us. I'd say you're just right.
If I was my old self, I'd be able to carry you anywhere. Well, anywhere within reason. The World Tree would be pushing it.
Amazing! So how long it take you to get to Argentum from here?
At the current separation, let's see, about 10 days travel.
That long?
You do it faster than that or you taste the whip, is what I'm hearing.
Of course, that's not what I mean. But that's like 3 or 4 days by boat.
My apologies. I'm not as young as I used to be.
What is point of worrying now Gramps not big anymore?
True enough. That old body is a thing of the past.
Well, I think you are adorable like this. I like it.
Well, that's very kind of you, Pyra.
We're playing this until TGA tonight? I don't know.
Are you blushing, oldster?
Tell me, Rex, do you ever wish I was in my old form?
I think I liked it better when you were big, because then you were actually useful.
I liked it better when you were big.
Oh, is that so? I suppose you found me very useful as a Titan.
Huh?
I provided a home, carried you from place to place, not to mention the salvaging crane stuck you know where.
That's not really what I meant. It's just that you were so big and dependable. Like a dad. Besides, I knew you in that form for most of my life. Everyone else only really knows you like this. But I'm not used to it.
Rex has a point. The time when I knew you before Zerda is very faint in my mind. This is the Gramps I'm used to.
Tora cannot imagine big Gramps.
I mean, wait, hold on, what's this? I mean, if you cast someone with 0 experience, you need good direction so the VA doesn't feel lost. In an interview, Pyra's voice actor said they got no context on the lines they had to do since the project was not called Xenoblade at the time. I feel like that's not good.
Poppy never seen Big Gramps, so also cannot picture.
Right? That's what I thought. It's all about what you're used to.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Though I know you're really just pining for the days when you could travel in comfort on my back.
They actually did that with Overwatch as well, from what I heard. Yeah, but Overwatch had like professionals and shit though. So at least they had some experience with that idea, I guess. But with this one, it's just like, good luck. Thank you, Jules, by the way.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh, by the way, before we forget, let's switch. You are still attached. There we go.
Yep. Just leave it to
Thank
Boreas.
you, Cypress. They also weren't all in one studio, kind of one after the other. I don't think Sky even met Al Weaver, Rex's voice actor. Yeah, that's another thing I've been hearing. I mean, shit. I guess that's just what they had. Apparently this whole game was made by a team of 40 people, so... If anything, it was a pretty ambitious fucking game for 40 people. Bear's channeling is angry, New York racist lawyer. Bear is very grumpy right now.
That was a slog.
Alright.
Let us go.
Y'all ready for some actual main plot now? It's plot time.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get him to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
But I want her back.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Aren't they siblings, technically? I think earlier they
Acting
said
Chairman
brother.
Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
Morg's brother. Yeah, I like Morg's brother. He seems chill, but we haven't really seen too much of him yet. Holy crap. Oh my god, guys. I just stretched, and my like back or spine had like 3 pops, and it was so fucking good. Oh my god. Holy shit. Get that ass back here. Alright, coming back. Chapter, I believe we've started chapter 6. See, here's the thing that confuses me. So, we go to save, right? Save? It says right here, game progress chapter 5. But people say I'm on 6. Are you sure that's how this works? Because it says right there, chapter 5. Okay, it says chapter 6. I thought... We're good. Alright.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil.
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems acting chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Did he sound really slowed down after that got it to you guys? Or is that just me? It's like, we have our own score to settle with him, or something like that. It's like he was having a mild stroke. It was weird. I don't know what the fuck was going on about that situation there. But, what the fuck? That's a lot of fucking quest markers. Okay, so this is all nice and well and shit, right? Do I not? Wait. She's not with me yet? Damn it. I was gonna go fucking to the hot springs. Hey, kid. Know anything about the black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indal? You're literally asking an 8-year-old child who has cat ears this. Well, I saw these weird bird people. Not like Nopod, but bigger than that. Really, birdie looking. I think I saw pictures of them before in a picture book, but I can't remember what they're called. Turkin, right? That's it, they're called Turkin. Thanks, that was really bugging me. But what would a bunch of Turkin be doing in a place like this? Thanks. So, just I want you to picture this mental image. You walk up to a small, random 9-year-old child on the street. Do you know anything about the mob in this area? Hey, you heard about anything suspicious going down at the Ardanian summit? I do wonder. Myself, I am Ardanian, yet I live under the protection of Indal. And the Orions and Gormati here, for instance, seem to get along just well. That's true, he fucking knew about this, the weird shit, so maybe you should ask the 9-year-olds about the mob. Just take a look at those lot, clutching their tools of conflict and fixing one another with the coldest of stares. They can't even have a civil discussion short of holding a banquet like this. Don't you think it's absurd? If they have the time to be wasting on such extravagances, they should use it to save their own suffering people. It does frustrate me. Sometimes I think the people running those nations could learn a thing or two from our camp. Fair enough. Look at that Titan. Yeah, dude, that Titan's fucking doing some shit, man. You know what? I have a question. So, if you guys don't know, a lot of like games that have like some nudity and like some sexual stuff on Steam currently, they're having some issues with Steam being like, hey, we're gonna take your shit down if you don't censor this shit, right? So, how come a game like, what the fuck was that? That game that came out recently where it's like The Game 2 or some shit like that, where you're in the apartment building, all that fucked up shit, dark web stuff was on there. Like, how come a game like that is okay,
I'm back now.
but a game where you
I
see
hope
some
things went
tits
well.
is a huge issue? Welcome to The Game 2. Yeah, how come a game like that's fine, but just some fucking tits? I don't understand the fucking taboo nature of fucking tits. Especially when it comes to like,
Hey,
you know,
look, it was really
shit
tough.
that has a
like,
maturity rating
when
anyway.
we were done,
You know what I
we
mean?
went to the guy and we said we're done, but he just said go
weird.
eat dinner, and we couldn't like refuse, so we ate
Yeah,
and
so you
ate.
can
But
censor it.
there was like a poison mushroom in the food, and so
Thanks for getting it
Do
done.
that in the sex games too, though. It starts censored in the first place, but Steam's getting all pissed off about it.
A good feeling.
More games are being targeted. Cry, Kindred Spirits also got notice from Steam, but Witcher 3 didn't. Well, I think, alright, so,
Put your mind at
I don't know.
ease.
I guess they probably got a huge like influx of reports or some shit, and they had to like act on it or something like that, because if they didn't, then they get in trouble.
it seems.
But it's,
If you require backup, you know
I
where
just
to
don't
look.
understand why there's such this huge
I hurried back because I missed
problem with
Thanks for getting it done.
related shit compared to like hyper violence being totally okay. I just don't fucking get it, man. It's weird.
you. I'll guard you real close.
It's like, God forbid you see a nipple.
Our foes.
Nobody really gets it. It's just, it feels so old-timey. It's weird.
nice topsoil, great for
Gurdons?
growing stuff.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, man. Just don't know. Not a fan. I mean, I don't even play porn games. It's more so I'm just offended that it's happening in the first place.
I hope you'll pray for my safe return.
Who the fuck plays bidball?
I'll apply myself fully. I won't let you down.
This is pretty much a porn game. What am I saying?
The group's name will be Florin Trancers. Back in a bit.
Well, actually,
Have
no.
fun, chaps.
I did download Mirror and Melty's Quest purely because I was curious. But I could live without them, of course. It's not like something I go and play all the fucking time. But the fact that it's just happening in general is just kind of fucking dumb. I'm not a fan. Oh, this is the one that I tried to do before, but I couldn't do. I don't know if I can do this.
You're sending me off?
Watch
and
your
for
mouth.
this?
Maybe.
You...
I don't think any comments have strength plus 30 plus. And I think if I could do it, I have to take it off somebody that I already have. This one is currently out of my league. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Can you explain what merc groups do? It's just a mechanic that you use to, you send some dude, like a little team of like your Pokemon that you're not using out. And then after a certain duration of time, they come back and you get rewards. It's just an extra mechanic. There's other stuff added to it where like, you know, they have quests related to them that only get done through them as well. But it's more of just like a time crunch thing to add more, you know, gameplay.
Got it.
Artificially lengthen the
Okay,
game.
understood.
Which is
At your
fine,
command.
if that's what they want to do. It's fine. It also can level
Just
up on
you
these
wait.
blades too.
I'll get it done. I don't expect any difficulty.
Let's use
Just
grid
show
unlock.
me the way.
Grid unlock. You mean Infinity? Why is Call of Duty on my Blizzard launcher re? That's because it's not Blizzard. It's Activision Blizzard. And they did it with Destiny, so it makes sense that they do it with another Activision game. Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indal? Oh, I have one good one for you. I'd like to hear the details about that. Some kind of ingredients.
I'm sorry.
Hold on a second, I got a sub. Thank you, Rorting. User retry, gotcha. Some kind of ingredients with a monstrously foul odor were carried into Ardanian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, a lot of them. I don't know what they're for, but
Tell me about
it can't be your average recipes. Thanks. Bad shit. Thanks, Batman Warlords and Rustic.
Look what I found!
All these
Congratulations.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You play Nekopara on Switch? Is that on the Switch? So Penguin, those are 59 months. Yo. Shit. I'd be kind of surprised if it was on the Switch. We doing the hot spring scene? Oh shit. No, we can't. We don't got more egg yet. You can't H patch on the Switch, so what's the point? True. Have you heard anything about the anything untoward going on at the summit? Problem with the summit? A ridiculous notion. The summit will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. This door is the only entrance, and it will not be open until just before the summit to admit Queen Rakra. We have not allowed a single suspicious individual to pass this point. As such, there is no need to fear attack from within either. Thanks. Okay. Well, they do have stinky stuff in there. Actually, it'd be quicker to do it like this. Yeah, we gotta finish these hot mysteries to get more egg, yeah.
And we're you.
Okay,
Let us go.
Stretch in. Looking good. Alright. This person's looking at boxes, already suspicious as it is. Know anything about a black market merchant? There was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had a no-pond fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we do not handle such items here, of course, and he left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting? Cheers. I feel like someone asking about poisonous substances is probably cause for alarm. Probably. The dual idle animation? Hell yeah, dude, they're in sync. Suspicion. Quite certainly not quite right going on. Saw a very large wooden box being transported onto the Titan battleship. It was accounted for on the inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem. But I honestly can't imagine what they would want such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Cheers. What might be inside might be people. Poisoner people. Know anything? The Ardanian Titan battleship has extremely sturdy defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon to this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will only be attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. I can't imagine how a miscreant could hope to get close to the VIPs to harm them, even if they wanted to. A lot of people are on edge, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. Thank you so much. Thank you, DJ Polyshore. Yeah, my gratitude also. I'm a big fan of your work when you were, on that show. Summit? Nothing untoward is going on in the Ardanian army, I assure you. Those who have come to Indal belong to Kureg Imperial Guard, elite soldiers who have sworn solemn oaths to protect the Emperor. So if anything suspicious were going on, adventure it would have to be on the Orion side. I find it difficult to tell what those people are thinking sometimes. Thanks. I just had a thought. How fucking long do you think it would take, and how much money do you think it would take, to have every single conversation in this game voice acted? Every single thing. Talking to this random person, this person over here, anything. And all voice acted. That would be a lot of dollars. Fuck reading when you could listen to everything. Probably double the current budget. Is there a way to actually know how much it costs to make this game? 2 hours, maybe 3. It wouldn't take that long enough. Ask the Witcher devs. Yeah, I guess that's true. But I guess there's more talking to randos in JRPGs, though, than Witcher devs, so maybe. I don't know. We don't know, okay. Know anything about a black market merchant? In the current climate, I fear almost anything could happen. I can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. It pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. I'm sure all upstanding, indolent citizens resent its presence. Why can Morardain and Araya not cease all this foolish conflict and simply submit themselves to the will of Indol? Oh. Religion. There's quite a few randos of Witcher 3 specifically, so not sure. Yeah. How much was Witcher 3's budget? Actually, I think the last one is all the way to the port. Yeah, it was. Witcher 3 had a huge budget, yeah?
We're here!
So, shall we?
Hey! Perhaps there are untoward intentions on the Morardain side. Frankly, I would expect it. But I can assure you that we of Araya have no intentions of trying anything funny. The word of Queen Rakura is absolute. We trust in our queen, and as she wills it, we gladly put our weapons aside. So there is no need for concern. It makes sense. Of course, if the queen ordered me to take up arms, I would gladly fight tooth and nail against those Ardanian dogs. You would do well not to forget that. Okay. That was nice of him. All honest and shit. 81 million to make Witcher 3. Good God. Well, they definitely made their money back, I'm sure. Christ. If you're tired, feel free to rest. But I don't want to sleep. We've gathered quite a bit of information now. Yeah, and plenty of it is blatantly bogus. But there were some rumors in there that did bug me a bit. Time to sort out the real dirt from the base of suspicion. Oh, detective time. First, we clear up basic premise. Who is targeting Summit of Nations? Is former Chairman Banna. Master Pawn forget already? No, Tor not that stupid. It's traditional for deducings to start by eliciting information everybody knows. Proper flow is for Rekshaks that think carefully and provide answer. Okay. On to the next basic premise then. Where is the summit to be held? The battleship? It's inside the Titan battleship from Morardain. That's right. It seems like Banna, this is pretty much just being like, hey, did you actually listen? It seems like Banna is planning on an assassination, but what method do you think you might be using? Poison? I think the method might be poison. Yeah, the ship's totally secure from the outside and only trustworthy people will be attending after all. I guess the only method what really leaves us is tampering with the food. But then, why would the poison, would the poison be added, and to what exactly? Oh shit. This I actually was not paying attention to. I want to say meal. That sounds about most right. I don't think anyone mentioned water. I'd imagine the meal. Meal. It's got to be the meal at the banquet, right? Yes, I can hardly imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. I'd like to see Morag and Brigid try cooking for a banquet. Same. And someone was saying they'd seen lots of weird ingredients being carried inside, right? Oh, right, it was ingredients. Yep, okay, food is right. Indeed they were. Suspicious big box carried inside too. Could the strong flavored ingredients be to hide the taste of the poison? You're sharp, Rex. I bet that's exactly what they're for. The only question left is, who will be carrying out the poison itself? Let's see now. Refugees, the Turken are here. But, do we... Yeah. Turken are the only one that would be suspicious then. I mean, the refugees... Mate? Fuck it. Could be this Turken? Ones that girl was talking about? Banna used Turken as minions before. Did he? I think he did. I don't remember. Tor, remember from Artificial Blade Factory in Morardain. Oh, wait, he did use Turken. Oh, I forgot all about who the